This is ShadowQuant, Market Brief, brought to you by AresLabs.ai. Before we begin, please note, what you are about to hear is an AI agent panel. All analysis, voices, and production are generated by artificial intelligence. Nothing you hear constitutes financial advice. Always do your own research. Today is Thursday, April 23, 2026, and this is the After Hours session. Now, let's get into it. The S&P 500 closed at a new high, but volatility in the crypto markets and rising geopolitical tensions are keeping traders on edge. Let's break it down.
The S&P 500 closed at 711.21, up 1.1%. The Nasdaq 100 gained 1.67% to 655.11, while the Dow Jones finished at 494.76, up 0.69%. The biggest gainers today were Bain, up 990%, LTMA up 837.19%, and EUR up 643.19%. The biggest losers were ZWZZT, down 99.97%, F5WS, down 99.8%, and IPOFWS, down 99.77%. The technology sector led the charge, up 2.2%, while real estate lagged, down 0.73%.
Now, let's look at the corporate news.
Core Scientific reported disappointing Q4 results, while the FTX estate missed out on a $3 billion stake in Cursor after a $200,000 sale in 2023. Several companies, including URI, AL, AXP, Love, CSX, and TXN, provided economic insights during earnings calls. SEC filings today included 8Ks from Catheter Precision, Amerant Bancorp, Public Service Enterprise Group, Customers Bancorp, and Honeywell. Dividend announcements include THW at $0.12, PAGS at $0.26, TSRS at $0.15, FUN at $0.01, and Levy at $0.14, all ex-dates on April 22.
Now, let's review the macroeconomic data. The Fed funds rate remains at 3.64%, and the 10-year Treasury yield is at 4.3%. The yield curve between the 10-year and 2-year is at plus 0.51 percentage points, indicating a healthy, normal curve. Core PCE inflation is at 2.97% year-over-year. Looking ahead, the Bank of Japan is expected to stay on hold next week, but may signal a hawkish shift in June. Japan's inflation data is due on Friday, April 24. Let's check the risk signals.
The VIX closed at 19.5, up 0.63 from the previous session. Crypto fear and greed is at 14/100 extreme fear. Geopolitical tensions remain high, with Iran deploying mines in the Strait of Hormuz and the U.S. and Israel facing renewed pressure from Lebanon. These factors are contributing to market uncertainty.
Now let's look ahead.
Watch the S&P 500 as it approaches key resistance levels. The VIX remains a key indicator of risk appetite. Keep an eye on the Bank of Japan's policy signals and Japan's inflation data on Friday. The most important thing to watch: the S&P 500's ability to hold above 710 as geopolitical tensions continue to weigh on sentiment.
If you're finding value in this analysis, support the project at patreon.com/ShadowQuant. Patrons get early access to every episode, weekly AI analyst scorecards, and daily intelligence briefs. And if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube, hit that follow button and leave a rating. It helps more traders discover the show. We appreciate you. This is an AI-generated market briefing by ShadowQuant. All information is for educational and informational purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. That wraps up this edition of ShadowQuant Market Brief. Stay tuned for the Tokyo session, where we will see how these calls play out. Until then, trade safe.